brought to you by SalesPage.ae and Pro Experts Media.
Sadly, may mga nabibiktima ng mga direct selling companies na hindi masyadong maganda yung approach nila on doing business. So, doon sumasablay yung iba nating mga kababayan. Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 2 of Vener AI Podcast. And sa episode na to, we're going to focus on the top 3 use cases of AI, whether you're employed or entrepreneur or meron kang sariling service business or product-based business, ano yung mga top use cases na pwede natin paggamitan ng AI. So that's the topic of our discussion for today. And there are 3 use cases na pag-usapan natin for today. And these are lead generation, content creation, and automation. So pag na-master natin yung tatlong use cases na yan, we're going to be unbeatable sa ating trabaho or sa ating negosyo. So, let's focus on the use case of AI on lead generation. But first, ano ba yung lead generation? Ano bang purpose nun sa ating business or kahit sa ating personal lives meron ding meron ding gamit ang lead generation, no? Medyo technical lang siya pero ang ibig lang sabihin nun is how you collect data of people or information of different types of people na pwede mong magamit sa iyong negosyo. Or if you are a professional, paano mo tatargetin yung mga tao na yon to become your customers. I mean, if you're, for example, a consultant, no? Or if you're a dentist, no? That's what I meant by professionals. Meaning, may business ka, but you're running your business on your professional expertise. Ginagamit mo yung expertise mo to provide value to people, and then in return, yon binabayaran ka, no? Dun sa services na yon. And importante na alam natin kung paano natin ile-leverage yung tinatawag na lead generation, no? So, most of us here in the UAE, tayong mga Pinoy na nandito sa UAE, ang proseso natin, no, yung stages ng ating pagkita ng pera, no? May stages yan eh, step by step parang phases, no, kung paano tayo kumikita ng pera abroad. So, ang stage 1 lagi, and the reason why we are all here is to work, no, para maging empleyado, and gagamitin natin yung expertise natin to earn money, sweldo, right? So if you're an employee, ang proseso ng lead generation for you or the value of lead generation for you is most of the time to collect followers, no? Yun ang normal na proseso. Kahit ikaw ay empleyado, most of us here, meron tayong mga social media accounts, social media profiles wherein nagpo-post tayo ng contents, and we're hoping na may mag-follow sa atin. Whether gagamitin mo siya on personal mo or gagamitin mo siya sa business mo later on, lead generation na rin ang tawag doon, because you're attracting people to connect sa'yo, no? Personal level nga lang, dahil you're using social media, you're using your personal profile to connect and gain more followers. And mamaya explain ko kung bakit importante yan sa pag-build mo ng negosyo mo later on. So, yun yung phase 1, stage 1 ng pagkita natin ng pera, empleyado, and ang lead generation process natin doon is followers, no? Makapag-collect tayo ng mga followers. Especially kung nasa LinkedIn ka, it's very very powerful na makapag-build ka ng followers mo on LinkedIn kung empleyado ka, because followers is equivalent din yan ng proof na may value ka. May value ka as a person, may value ka sa profession mo dahil may nagfo-follow sa iyo, no? Nowadays, ang mga kumpanya, ang tinitingnan nila pag nag-a-apply ka ng kahit anong trabaho, LinkedIn. Doon nila tinitingnan, ina-analyze nila kung anong klaseng mga tools ang ginagamit mo, anong profession or anong certifications meron ka, no, anong mga companies na yung mga pinasukan mo, LinkedIn ang ginagamit nila, no. So ina-analyze yan, and sadly ang nag-a-analyze yan hindi tao, no, machine ang nag-a-analyze niyan. So pag nakita ng machine na you have followers, mas iaangat ka sa search result, mas yung mga HR ngayon, mas makikita ka. So malaki ang advantage kung may followers ka. So lead generation 'yan on a personal level. Okay? So punta tayo sa phase 2. Ano naman yung phase 2 ng pagkita natin ng pera dito sa UAE. So I'm tying this up, no, sa kita, sa pag-earn ng money, because that's the reason why we are all here. So ang phase 2 ng lead generation process is if you're doing it as a freelancer na, no, side gig. You're still working, nagtatrabaho ka pa rin, pero you're earning money on the side by providing your expertise to others. So, nagfo-freelance ka. And if you're doing freelancer, which I highly suggest na gawin ng lahat ng kababayan natin, because it's a practice, no? Pinapractice mo na yung pagninegosyo when you're doing freelance, no? Kasi pag nag-freelance ka, you're solo, ikaw lang mag-isa, so natututo kang ng mga proseso ng pagninegosyo, no? Pag-create ng proposal, how are you going to present yourself, present yung value ng business mo. So, unti-unti, dahan-dahan, na papractice mo na kung paano magnegosyo. So, phase 2, freelancing. And again, kailangan mo ng lead generation pag nag-freelance ka. So, pag freelancer na, usually, nagkakaroon na ng social media pa rin yan, pero meron ng tinatawag na mga pages, no, professional pages. So, merong Facebook pages, pwede ka rin mag-create ng TikTok account mo, no? Meron din yung parang professional accounts, no, sa TikTok, sa Instagram, and ang LinkedIn ganun din, meron din yung mga pages. So most of the people na nagfo-freelance, nagka-create sila ng different account na separate na sa kanilang personal account, no? And again, you will need to do lead generation, you need to attract people so that you will be able to connect with those people later on and offer something in return. Offer a service or your products, no? And then babayaran ka nila. You earn money. Right? So yun yung second phase ng pagkita ng mga Pinoy dito sa abroad, kahit hindi dito sa UAE, anywhere in the world, no? Yan ang stages. So the third phase or your third stage is nagiging entrepreneur na yung mga kababayan natin sa ibang bansa, no? Ibig sabihin, there's two ways, no, na kung paano nagiging negosyante ang mga kababayan natin abroad. Pwedeng professional ang approach, meaning pwede kang maging real estate broker, no? Shout out sa mga real estate brokers natin na mga kababayan. Isa yan sa pinakamagandang simulan because it's high value. If you're going to be a broker, kailangan mong focus, kailangan nakatuto ka, so you need to resign na sa trabaho pagka naging broker ka. Else, hindi mo maasikaso yan. Importanteng, and may licensing din yan, no? So hindi siya basta-basta magiging broker ka lang. May mga kailangan kang kuning lisensya, no? So business na talaga siya. And then kung ikaw ay engineer, pwede kang maging consultant. If you're an architect, ganun din, no? So yun yung third phase, no? Nagtatayo na tayo, mga kababayan natin sa ibang bansa, nagtatayo na tayo ng mga negosyo, pero most of the time tayo pa lang, no? Solo entrepreneurs. And ang approach natin diyan usually is using our expertise. The other side of that is kumukuha tayo ng produkto. We're selling products, no? Sadly, may mga nabibiktima ng mga direct selling companies na hindi, alam mo yon, hindi masyadong maganda yung approach nila on doing business. So doon sumasablay yung iba nating mga kababayan. I'm not saying na hindi maganda ang direct selling business. Actually, isa yan sa pinakamaganda, no? MLM kasi ang MLM, if you know how to work on it, to learn how MLM really works, maganda talaga siya sa business. And kung magkakaroon ka ng sarili mong negosyo, you can apply the concept of MLM din. Not the pyramiding, ha. Maraming konsepto ang MLM na maganda, especially on leveraging the time of other people. Yun ang maganda sa MLM, no? Once na empower mo yung tao, na duplicate mo yung sarili mo sa kanila, no? Magkukusa na yan. So, pwede mong i-apply yan on your business. So, that's the third phase ng pagkita ng mga Pinoy abroad. Nagtatayo na sila ng sarili nilang business using their skills. Most of the time, sila pa lang. So, lead generation yan. And the next stage on that is business na talaga. They will set up their own company. Of course, kailangan ng mga lisensya niyan. You need to have a capital. No, you don't need to have a big capital, no, to start a business. Importante lang diyan, meron kang pang-ikot. And hindi naman lahat katulad ko na ang focus ay digital. But if kaya nyong magsimula on digital, I highly suggest na doon muna kayo magsimula kasi the cost of starting a business on digital industry is very, very minimal, no? Lisensya lang usually, importante, meron kang bank account. So importante yung lisensya para makapag-set up ka ng bank account, and once may bank account ka na, you can connect online payment. So now you can sell anything, no, anywhere in the world. Kaya maganda yung digital. So yun yung third phase. And all of that stages ng pagnenegosyo o pagkita ng pera, whether abroad or sa Pilipinas, lahat yan, ang kailangan ay leads. Kailangan natin ng attention, kailangan natin ng data, no? So importante, nako-collect natin yung information ng mga tao, nung target audience natin. So lead generation. So diyan pumapasok ngayon ang power ng AI. Because nowadays, you can create contents, you can create process na i-automate mo na to be able for you to do lead generation automatically, no? So importante na alam natin kung paano yan i-utilize, paano natin gagamitin yung mga AI tools na yan to be able for us to do lead generation. So isa yan sa gagawin nating workshop later on. Actually, I'm going to share doon sa ating community. So kung hindi pa kayo member, visit my community. It's venersarmiento.com. Just go to the community tab, no? Do sa link natin and join the community. Free po 'yon. You will be able to access yung mga trainings natin. I'm going to post yung training natin on lead generation, ano yung proseso. But para may idea lang kayo, very very basic, no? Once nag-set up tayo kasi ng negosyo, and this is the problem with small businesses dito sa UAE, especially yung mga physical businesses. I've been doing business here for almost 5 years na, no? So nakikita ko talaga personal kung ano yung mga mistakes ng mga small businesses, especially yung mga physical businesses in the UAE. And I'm not saying Filipinos lang, halos lahat ng nationalities o lahat ng mga businesses, ito yung components, ito yung kulang, no, sa ginagawa nila. There's no mechanism for them to collect leads. So importante, for example, I will give you a very basic na system na pwedeng i-adapt ng kahit anong negosyo dito sa UAE. If you have a grocery store, right? If you have a grocery store, you need to collect information of your customers. And paano mo gagawin yon? Well, you can set up a a free Wi-Fi access sa store mo, no? Kasi everybody needs internet connection, no? And if bumibili sila doon sa grocery mo and they forgot something na pwede nilang i-research online pero wala silang connection, meron ka dong QR code na pwede nilang i-scan para makakonect sila sa free Wi-Fi mo. Of course, lalagyan mo lang ng limit yon, right? So, nalilimitahan naman yon. So, it can be 10 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on your setup. Pero, that QR code will enable you to collect information, username, email and name of your customers. Remember, customer mo na to kasi nasa store mo na to no? Nasa tindahan mo na. Customer mo na siya. Na-collect mo na ngayon yung information ng customer na yon. Ano ngayon ang pwede mong gawin with those information? Imagine mo, if you're running your store for a year and you collect, for example, 10,000 customers, no, na bumibili sa tindahan mo, you can now send an automated communication, whether WhatsApp or email, and then you can offer something to those people. No, if you have a promo of a buy one take one of this certain product, no, and you have this amount of inventory, you can easily sell that products to those people. Hindi mo na kailangan maghanap ng customer. Because now, it's with you. May data ka na. Right? And everybody, any small business can do this. But the problem is, nakikita ko nagmamanual pa rin sila. It's very, very hard. You will not be able to scale your business if you are going to do it manually. Yung i-input mo pa sa Excel or itatype mo, isusulat mo sa papel yung name at email ng leads mo, how are you going to scale your business with that process? So, very important na meron kayong system. Right? So, another example of this are events, no? If you go to any events, and I can say na Filipinos are doing this most of the time, pag nagpa-events sila, whether small events, no, free trainings, no, or free workshops, makita mo nagpa-fill up pa rin sila ng form. You know, that's not going to work. Makakalimutan, hindi itatype, no? Or pag itinype, may mistake sa email. Wala, hindi yun gagana. So, what you are going to do is use an automated way of collecting informations. So, doon na pumapasok yung lead generation. And AI is a really good tool for doing that process. No? So, we're going to have a workshop especially dedicated on lead generation para lahat tayo, no? Tayong mga kababayan natin, whether you're in the UAE or anywhere in the world, matutunan natin kung paano i-leverage yung mga yung ating mga audience, no? Paano natin i-collecta yung mga information na yan, and then later on we will be able to utilize it, hindi lang para kumita, ano? Kasi the number one reason why you're collecting information is or collecting leads of people is not to sell. No? Maling mindset 'yon. The main reason should be to help them find a solution to their problem. And doon importanteng alam natin kung paano gamitin yung proseso ng lead generation para alam natin kung ano talaga yung mga problema nila, no? And may proseso 'yan. You can do surveys, you can do quizzes, no? So ituturo natin lahat 'yan on our upcoming episodes. All right? Number 2 na use case ng AI is yung lead generation. Mabilis lang to. Lead generation is, well, alam na natin yan. Image generation, you can create any contents using ChatGPT, no? Text-based, image-based contents. And of course, yung mga viral ngayon na mga VO3 na videos, ano? Putok na putok sa Pinas yan. Yung mga interview style na mga videos na very realistic. And those are content generation, no? Using AI. And pag-uusapan din natin yan, paano natin siya may utilize. And lastly, yung automation, no? How are we going to automate the tasks na paulit-ulit nating ginagawa? Bakit ito yung nagiging reason kung bakit nawawalan ng trabaho yung mga tao ngayon because of automation. Yung mga repetitive tasks, paulit-ulit na ginagawa, na-automate na ngayon ng AI yan. So, yan yung tatlong use cases. No, I focuses my episode today on lead generation because I think that's the most basic pero hindi pa rin natututunan o hindi pa rin nale-leverage ng mga kababayan natin. But those are the three very, very important use cases ng AI. No? Lead generation, content creation, and automation. Okay? So abangan nyo on our next episode, sa mga susunod na episodes natin. I don't know exactly when are we going to have that workshop about lead generation, automation, and content creation. Pero we'll make sure na we are going to have a very basic workshop na madaling i-follow para lahat tayo will be able to utilize AI and eventually magamit natin siya for our businesses. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Vener AI. Until next time, thank you so much and God bless. Bye for now.